So today I am showing you how to make a keto breakfast smoothie. We're not just doing any breakfast smoothie though, we're doing a peanut butter breakfast smoothie. And if you've watched this channel for any amount of time, you probably know that peanut butter is one of my favorite things. So if you love peanut butter like I love peanut butter, I'm pretty sure you're gonna love starting your day with this thing. Let's get into this one. Let's make this low carb peanut butter breakfast smoothie. So the first thing we want to do for today's keto breakfast smoothie is get out our food scale and our blender, and we're gonna add 1/3 of a cup of heavy cream to the blender. And using heavy cream is great for a few reasons. Number one, it's gonna add creaminess to the shake. Number two, it's gonna add fat to the shake. And number three, it's 0 carb. So the next ingredient we're gonna add is gonna be 1/3 of a cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk. And the reason we're using this blend of milks is because the shake already has a considerable amount of fat to it. So using the almond milk is gonna help add volume to the shake, but not add a ton of fat to the shake. Next up, we're gonna add some peanut butter because of course we are making a peanut butter breakfast smoothie. And my recommendation for peanut butters is to go with a natural, no sugar added kind. I really like the Smucker's Natural Creamy. That's what I'm going with today. And I'm gonna be adding 2 tablespoons or 32 grams of that to my blender. So now we're taking the peanut flavor of this breakfast smoothie to a whole new level. We're gonna be adding some peanut flour or peanut powder to the blender. This is kind of an optional step, but if you don't do this, I'd recommend adding just a little bit more peanut butter to your shake. But today for my shake, I'm gonna be adding 1 tablespoon or 6 grams of that peanut flour to my blender. So the next ingredient we're gonna add is gonna enhance the creaminess of the protein shake. And with that being said, for today's recipe, I'm gonna add 1/3 of a scoop or 10 grams of Isopure's 0 carb vanilla whey protein powder. And if you wanna pick some of this stuff up, I'll put a link in the video description below so you can grab it. So once we've added that to the blender, we're gonna sweeten the recipe up just a little bit more. And we're gonna do this without adding any calories or carbs, and that's because we're gonna use some confectioner's erythritol. And we won't need a ton of this stuff for today's recipe. Actually, just less than a tablespoon, about 10 grams of it is gonna add the most wonderful amount of sweetness to the shake. And then once we've got that added in there, I really like a hint of maple flavor to my peanut butter shake. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add just a pinch of calorie-free, carb-free maple syrup. And then to really bring out the flavors and sweetness of every ingredient, I'm just gonna add a tiny pinch of salt. At this point, we're all set to add a heaping cup of ice. We're gonna pop the top onto our blender and bring it over to the base of the blender. Blend everything up until some thick, creamy peanut butter smoothie deliciousness starts to form in that blender. Once it does, you can either drink it out of the blender or you can add it to a cup like I'm doing today. And then you can top it with some whipped cream and some crushed peanuts. Check that out, guys. How delicious does this peanut butter breakfast smoothie look? So that is my go-to peanut butter keto breakfast smoothie recipe. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Also, if you're looking for the full macro breakdown of the entire shake, you can find that in the video description below. You'll also find links to all the products that I used to make the shake today. So like the 0 carb protein powder that I used, that's listed down there. The PB2 is listed down there. If you need to grab any of that stuff, just check the video description. Other than that, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll try my best to answer them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next recipe.